Shedeur Sanders' valiant reaction to the apartment. Explosion astounds the NFL. They assessed him based on 2 tickets. He then appeared for families who had lost everything, not for attention or cameras.
For tomorrow for training camp, Shedeur Sanders in town, and you know what? The guy is involved in the community. This is he put together a little outing at the Rainbow Terrace apartments. That's an area where there was an explosion that's displaced 100 people about a month ago. Shedeur Sanders, Mike Hall involved a little pickup game with some of the kids that live in the Rainbow Terrace apartments. You know, there are food trucks, there's ice, it's just a get-together. And again, it's something that he saw the desire to put together. So you know what? We beat him up for the speeding tickets. He's out in the community doing some good.
When 100 families lost everything in the Rainbow Terrace tragedy, Shedeur Sanders' valiant response to a tragic apartment explosion stunned the whole city of Cleveland. This rookie quarterback accomplished a feat never before accomplished by a Browns quarterback. Shedeur was quietly organizing something remarkable, while everyone else was occupied with hauling him through the muck over some traffic fines. The majority of rookies would have written a check and gone home. However, Shedeur physically appeared to a society in dire need of hope. And what transpired next will permanently alter your perception of this 5th-round selection. Let me share the truth with you immediately. Everyone has heard the commotion around Shedeur Sanders. Everyone was doubting his character because of the draft fall, the scandal, and the speeding fines. However, what I'm going to tell you will turn that story around. Because even the most ardent Cleveland supporters would have been moved to tears by what this young man was doing while the media was actively discrediting him. It's a typical day in the Garden Valley neighborhood of Cleveland. Families in the Rainbow Terrace apartments. The building is then rocked by an explosion. There is fire everywhere and chaos. 100 people and their families lost all they possessed in a matter of minutes. 40 families. A neighborhood is broken, parents are sad, and children are wailing. This is where the majority of people would remark, "That's awful." Perhaps share a message on social media and go on with their lives. The majority of NFL rookies who haven't yet played a professional snap most likely would have. They say it's good PR when their agent donates. Not Shedeur Sanders though, not this man. Something sparked inside Shedeur as he learned about what had transpired at Rainbow Terrace. This was not just another news story about a tragedy. Now this was his city. His folks were these. He was also aware that being the Browns spokesperson entailed more than just kicking touchdowns on Sundays. But the thing that will blow your mind is right here. When it exploded, Shedeur wasn't even in town. He wasn't in the state. Most likely could have remained at ease in any location. However, he started organizing something unique as soon as he learned what had occurred to this family. Something that would demonstrate to Cleveland the precise type of man he is. They were selected in the 5th round of the draft. Now hear this quotation. You'll get goosebumps from it. Sending cash and other items, it's simple. However, you must truly step outside and experience it firsthand. People, those are Shedeur's own words. No, that's not enough, responded this rookie quarterback, who could have signed a check and received all the positive publicity in the world. These families must understand that they are valued as human beings by someone. What did he do then? He planned the Garden Valley Fun Fest, which was a real community event where he could face these folks and let them know they weren't forgotten. Not some stage photo opportunity or corporately sponsored event with cameras everywhere.
It was his time. So he put it together and saw the need to do it. So good.
Picture the scene.
Imagine the situation. Food trucks arrive at the Rainbow Terrace location. The aroma of BBQ mingles with the warmth of July. Kids' ice cream. Most significant, though, is Shedeur Sanders, who is working with his team without the presence of bodyguards or public relations representatives, albeit wearing some swanky Browns attire. The dad arranged for the children to play pickup games. Can you picture yourself as one of those kids? An explosion just demolished your house. This NFL quarterback shows up wanting to play ball with you in the parking lot after your entire world has completely fallen apart. Those children will always remember that moment. Never. And this is the thing about this whole circumstance that truly excites me. What was the media discussing when Shedeur was out there acting as a true hero in his community? Speeding tickets. 2 terrible tickets for speeding. Really? When assessing the character of this young guy, we will concentrate on this. Allow me to share some character-related information with you. When the PR team is watching and the cameras are rolling, you don't act like a character. Character is what you do on your initiative, without coercion. Choosing the easiest route would be simple. When you could concentrate on football and simply mind your own business. Cecil Schwartz, a former NFL wide receiver, expressed it best on Cleveland radio. To tell the truth, I have never witnessed Shedeur Sanders perform at this early stage of a player's career. That's something I've never seen before. And this is from a man who has years of experience playing professional football. He has witnessed numerous rookies enter the league. However, Shedeur's actions are unprecedented. Take a moment to consider that. Cecil Schwartz has watched professional football for years, and he has never witnessed a rookie quarterback demonstrate this degree of community service prior to even playing his first NFL snap. Not only is that impressive, that is legendary conduct. This is where things become even more intriguing, though. Schwartz continued by outlining the distinction between Shedeur's actions and those of the majority of seasoned players. Most guys wait until after they've made some big plays in games or had a Pro Bowl season, he remarked. After that, they will typically be wearing their jerseys and accompanied by some team photographers who will be documenting every occasion for social media. But this is exactly what he and his guys are doing because he wants to do it, Shedeur. Because he recognizes that being the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns entails more than just managing a football club. He satisfies a need. You are speaking for a whole city. And let's take a moment to discuss the timing. Training camp is just a few days away. Playbooks, film analysis, and preparing to contend for a starting position should be the main priorities of this person. Rather, he spends his leisure time in the neighborhood letting displaced families know they are not alone. What does that tell me, do you know? It indicates to me that this young man is well organized. It indicates that he recognizes that football is merely a game that has an impact on people's lives. It's true. That's what counts. Come on, this is just good PR. I know some of you are thinking. Every athlete participates in volunteer work. This distinction, however, is significant. Shedeur didn't wait for an arrangement to be made by the Browns management. He didn't wait for a opportunity to be set up by his agency. He began formulating his own response as soon as he learned of the Terrace explosion. This was not a program for business community outreach. When he saw individuals in need, Shedeur Sanders, the human being, stepped up to assist. His status as the Browns quarterback is almost incidental. And this is something that will truly cause you to reconsider the entire scenario. Because of a few speeding tickets, the media and fans were quick to criticize this child. However, when he was planning community activities, where was that same enthusiasm? While he was interacting with displaced families, where were the news reports? We seem to have been so accustomed to concentrating on the bad that we have overlooked the amazing, good things that are taking place in front of us. This summer, Shedeur Sanders could have simply put his head down, lain low, and stayed out of the spotlight. Rather, from the beginning, he has been actively involved in his new community. He had previously been involved in the community. He has already spoken to children at Cleveland area high schools and spoke at local youth football camps before the Garden Valley Fun Fest. Since he was drafted, This man has been establishing connections in Cleveland. However, this is what truly sets Shedeur apart from other rookies and, to be honest, from the majority of seasoned players. He is doing more than just showing up at these community gatherings. He's doing more than simply taking photos and shaking hands. The residents of Rainbow Terrace didn't just witness an NFL star that day. He was going down on the ground playing pickup games with kids and engaging in genuine talks with families. They witnessed a person who truly cared about their situation. Someone who, after losing everything, takes a moment out of his hectic schedule to make them smile. What's lovely about this entire narrative, you ask? It's functioning. Cecil Short said it in the ideal words. He is gaining the admirer's affection. He is genuinely winning over the city of Cleveland. The kind of bond Shedeur is forming with this community is unfake. When was the last time you saw a rookie quarterback, particularly one selected in the 5th round, gain such widespread popularity in a community before even making a snap? Never does it happen. However, Shedeur is demonstrating to Cleveland that he is more than just another quarterback vying for a spot on the team. He is demonstrating to them his commitment to the city, these individuals, and this neighborhood. Shedeur Sanders will be there for Cleveland on Sundays, win or lose. The thing that will truly blow your mind is right here. This is only the start. This degree of community participation has already been demonstrated by the rookie in question. Just think of what he will accomplish if he is well established, has more resources, and has been in Cleveland for many years. Rainbow Terrace's explosion was tragic. Families lost their homes, possessions, and feeling of safety. However, something lovely sprang from that tragedy. Cleveland's opportunity to observe precisely the type of individual they selected in Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur is out there building genuine, meaningful relationships with the people who will be supporting him on Sundays, while other rookies are sharing training videos on Instagram. Other quarterbacks worry about how they come across to the public, but Shedeur is more concerned about having a real influence. Indeed. Well, let me ask you this, and give your response careful thought. What is more important? Getting 2 speeding tickets, which almost everyone viewing this video has received at some time in their lives, or volunteering for a community in need, planning celebrations for displaced families, and demonstrating that you are the type of leader a city can support? The solution ought to be clear. However, the story about Shedeur Sanders was misrepresented in some way. Major character manifestations are somehow overshadowed by small driving infractions. That ends today because of what I believe is actually taking place. Making the Browns roster isn't the only goal for Shedeur Sanders. He's not only attempting to get admirers, he is making an effort to develop into the quarterback Cleveland deserves. The type of leader who can bring a city together. The type of person children can aspire to be like. And from what we've seen thus far, it appears that he is headed in that direction. Whether Shedeur Sanders has what it takes to succeed in Cleveland is not the question. Whether Cleveland is prepared for the type of quarterback they are going to receive is the question. What are your thoughts? Are we seeing the emergence of a true community hero as well as a fantastic quarterback? More significantly, why did a rookie have to demonstrate to more seasoned players the proper way to engage with the community? Since this discussion is only getting started, please share your opinions in the comment section. We will continue to track Shedeur Sanders' path from 5th round pick to possible Cleveland icon. So if this article altered your opinion of him, hit the subscribe button. You won't want to miss what happens next, I promise, if what we've seen thus far is any guide, a dot. For more Shedeur Sanders articles, subscribe. The revolution of the rookie is simply